Boy, what's up?
Yo, what's up? Hey, hey.
What I have here is some anchors, and some screws. So I can mount that bad boy to the wall. just nicely. I got some anchors and some screws, cuz don't want my cabinet to come loose. I got some anchors and some screws, cuz don't want my cabinet to come loose. I got some anchors and some screws, cuz don't want my cabinet to come loose and fall from the wall. Cause if it do fall, I might start a brawl. And a brawl mean fight. Yeah, and fight I mean right. And I do it nice when I swing that pipe. And I got some anchors and some screws. Don't want my cabinet to come loose. Oh, I got some anchors and some screws. Don't want my cabinet to come loose. Cause if it comes loose, then it just might fall. And if it ever falls, then I might start a brawl. And when I say brawl, man, I really mean it all. And hey, got some anchors and some screws. I got some anchors and some screws. I got some anchors and some screws. Hope my cabinet don't come loose. And must I remind you that I sit tight, then I twist the grinder like, ooh. And must I remind you? And must I remind you? I got some anchors and some screws. I got some anchors and some screws, cuz. And I just grind it right, and ooh, and that green so nice, and ooh, and that green so nice, cause I just grind it right, and that green so nice. And I grind all day and I grind all night, cause I smoke that green and my eyes get that light beam, and they turn red, and you know what it means, cause they start looking cheeky. And I'm not Chinese, but I got that draw when it takes me to my knees. When I take a little puff, man, and really start to breathe all that good ass smoke with no stems and no seeds. Cause now how they do it, man, you gotta buy a quarter, get that shit shipped to you over the border, never cross the water. Ooh, I got it in my bong, and the bubbles come along, and I just sing my song, and Kev Lou said I sound like Wiz. Just freestyling, you know the biz. Oh my God, with the commercials, just breaking the whole flow. Just break the whole flow. Please don't kill my vibe. And it mess up the whole flow. I got the grinder. I'm just trying to pack a bowl. Smoking like an Eskimo. That mean I'm cold, but I still got a hot flow. Oh, and I really hope you know you can't kick this shit like a dojo. And when I get it hit, I just want more. And more, and more of that good ass green. Yeah, that good ass green. Hey. you commenting, participating in the stream. That's what's up, bro. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, like I said, I need to get some get a pencil and just make some marks so I can try to hang this cabinet. I got tons of paint here that I use that cabinet as storage, so I just want to go ahead and get it on the wall so I can finish unpacking so I can start painting. I gotta unpack, yeah, so I can paint, and I'm a backpack rapper, so what you think? Yeah, my mind's so fast you bet not blink, cause I spit some of the words that make you sink deep down into deep thought. And ooh, you might question yourself, question your life, and question your art, cause I question mine. And when I look into my own eyes, passion is all I find. Cause I dream about this shit. In my sleep, I'm still painting all them pics. And when I wake, I can't wait to hit the fucking studio and make some more shit that's so great. And make you think when you see these images, yeah, I look great, cause I got that melanin all over my skin. And then I come selling it. Yeah, we about to win, cause it's nothing but that black art. Nothing but that black art. And I got some black thoughts, like my man Black Thought. Oh, nothing but that black art. And I got some black thoughts, just like Black Thought. Cause I'm covered in melanin, you know I'm gonna, oh boy, let me stop. The black art, yeah man, and I got some black thoughts. Cause I'm covered in that melanin, so you know I'm gonna win. That black art, and I got some black thoughts, man. Cause I'm covered in that melanin, so you know I'm gonna win. With that black art, yeah man. And I got some black thoughts, just like Black Thought. Yo, alcohol abuse, that's beer in there that I didn't finish drinking that shit. It's too early to drink beer now. Good morning. Top of the morning, Miss Bits.
Best friend from high school. You only see
I don't
her
fuck
once
with
a
no
year.
Misfits. I
But you
fuck
could see her
with
once a
Miss
week
Bits,
with Google
and she
Duo.
tastes like
It's easy to.
And she tastes like maple because her name is. That wasn't gonna go right. I tried to say something about maple bacon. Had to stop it short. There is no bathroom on this floor. Oh my god. I've been to the gym this morning. I done drunk like 2 bottles of water. Then I drunk my fucking protein shake. Then I had another juice. And it's like, take a piss. Oh man, I really gotta take a piss and hit or miss. That number 2, gotta take a shit, gotta go downstairs, cause ain't no bathroom on the floor and it's damn. I really gotta take a piss. Man, it's like hit or miss. That number 2, if I gotta take a shit, I gotta go downstairs. Ooh. It's never too morning to drink. What? It's too morning in the early. Man, I gotta take a piss, cause I'm drinking all the shit that Angry Orchard pushing on my bladder. I'm about to pour it. Yeah, it's about to splatter over the toilet. Got some right on the seat, so I gotta get some tissue, wipe it up and make it neat, cause my girlfriend complained, always nagging at me. She said you peed on the seat again, man, watch your aim, it ain't that hard. I'm like, damn, that shit just come out crazy. I can't control it, baby. A fire hose it, maybe. Damn. I gotta drain the lizard, take the kids to the pool, and drop them off. I'm in it. Ooh, just wait a minute. I gotta take a piss. That number 2, if I gotta take a shit, gotta go downstairs, cause ain't no bathroom on this floor. Like, ooh, damn man, gotta take a piss, yeah, gotta take a piss, and it be like hit or miss. That number 2, if I gotta take a shit. Drip, 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 drip. Like take a piss, it's hit or miss. Number 2, gotta take a shit, gotta go downstairs, cause ain't no bathroom on the floor. Like drip, 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 drip. Gotta take a piss, gotta take a piss. Ooh. I gotta take a piss, gotta take a piss. Ooh. Gotta go pee.
Helping all those in need, regardless of their religion, beliefs, or any other considerations.
So I always wanted to be like a superhero when I grow up, and I realized that I can't do that without a cape and a mask. When I came to work in human rights, I realized that I don't need to go back. Everyone can be a superhero. So, of caring.
Okay. Oh, girl, you know I don't celebrate holidays. Come on. That shit was Tuesday to me. You know what I'm saying? It's Christmas all year for me. I give gifts all year. I like to receive gifts all year. Don't wait to goddamn someday in December to be like, oh, I gotta get this motherfucker a present. Bitch, I like presents in motherfucking April, January. That ain't my birthday in June, but you can get me a gift in September. What? Come on now. Motherfuckers like, oh, it's Christmas. I gotta get people gifts. Man, screw that. If I love you, then I love you. I'ma show it. Man, I'm a poet. Yeah, I be freestyling, and you know it. So I'ma give you this gift right here. Cause we in the present and have no fear. Yes, we in the present, so hear me clear. I give this gift to you right here, and I really don't care what time of the year it is. Cause you can receive this love just when I give it. Ooh, I ain't gonna wait till Christmas, man. A Valentine's Day to say that I love you and show it in a way that's worth more than financial aid. Buying you some shit that you probably don't even fucking need. Toss it away and then you proceed to go back to what you did the day before. But I'm here to let you know that I adore you for your own knowledge, your intellect and spirit. Yes, man, I hope that you hear it, cause I love you, and that's a real gift. And we living in the present, so don't you forget. Yeah, and we living in the present, we living in the present, we living in the present. Hey, I give a gift all year, yo. Any day of the week, it ain't gotta be your birthday. Cause if we just speak, that's a conversation. Every time that we meet, I might drop some jewels right at your fucking feet. If you pick them up, that's a real nice gift. Yeah, oh, and that's a real nice gift. If I drop these jewels right at your fucking feet, if you pick them up, then that's a nice gift. That's a nice, woo, boy, hey. Cause I don't celebrate Christmas, hey. All that bullshit just missed this, hey. Cause I don't celebrate Christmas, hey. And all that bullshit, I missed this, man. And I give gifts all year. Cause it's Wednesday, I go buy my girlfriend a pair of earrings. So what? It ain't your birthday, it ain't Valentine's, it ain't no Christmas. All them bullshit, I missed this, man. Bullshit, just missed this. Fuck them holidays, man. I celebrate traditions. Ooh. Bum, 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 bum. have a conversation every time that we speak, every time that we meet. And if I drop these jewels right at your fucking feet, and you pick them up, that's a gift. And we living in the present, oh. And we living in the present, oh, hey. And we living in the present. And we living in the present. So I give you this gift, cause we living in the present. Yo, don't wait till y'all holler at me every time I'm in here. That's a gift. Every time y'all come chill with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna wait till December. Oh, I gotta make sure she get this thing by the 25th. Or she gonna be mad at me because I ain't get her some Christmas present. Man, fuck that shit. Man, I got 1,000 fucking pencils. I don't see one of them. Come on. I put all my pencils in a little case. Damn. Oh, damn. And I ain't that some shit. I just grab a pencil. It's a Santa Claus pencil. Let me sharpen this motherfucker up. Get sharp, Santa. Come on. Damn. How ironic. Oh, 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 oh. Wait, what y'all got for Christmas? Y'all got everything y'all wanted for Christmas? Yeah. I only got 2 options for this easel, because this ceiling is actually lower than the old ceiling. Yo, I can touch this fucking ceiling without tippy-toeing. I'm flat-footed right now. That's me on my flat feet, yo. I can even put my thumb up to that shit. So, either I'm gonna alter this ceiling and cut a chunk out of that shit and raise it up like on one end, because this is the attic. It's the attic. They just finished it. So, either I can try to raise the ceiling a little bit more, or get my fucking circular saw and chop off the top of that easel, like right there, so I can raise that shit up. I've always had that problem with this easel. It's just so big. This shit is like some real shit, yo. It needs to be in a fucking 8-foot ceiling room. It needs to be in a room with high ceilings. So I'm gonna have to modify the whole structure of the fucking room, or modify the easel. I think the easel will be easier. I would hate to chop this motherfucker, but I think I might have to do that shit. But I have this wall here. And so I'm thinking I may drill some fucking 2x4s here. Maybe put 3 or 4 2x4s there and make this wall an easel. The whole fucking wall. And I can just hang paintings directly on the wall and paint from there. I see a lot of people do that shit. So we're gonna figure this shit out over time. I'm not in no real rush to do no major shit. I just want to organize this space, be able to unpack all my paints, and get things situated where I feel comfortable working in this area. So I keep saying, oh, I'm gonna paint tomorrow, but other shit keeps coming up, and I haven't painted honestly in like 2 weeks. So my major goal right now is I have a bathroom I need to finish and get my studio set up. You brought yourself a guitar? Wow. Do you make videos? I want to see you play the guitar. I want to hear that shit. So what do you guys think? Put it here or here? On the gray wall or the blue wall? This shit is not, yo, this cabinet is not light, yo. This bad boy got some weight to it. That's why I had to go get them fucking anchors. Wait a minute. So you have to learn how to play the guitar? That's pretty cool. That's some goals. How to play the guitar. Step 1. Purchase a guitar. See? You're already there. Just put it on that wall, yo. Yo, Shama, what's up, yo? That's an awesome reason to want to learn the guitar. Sit around and play some music for your grandma. I know that's right. I don't have a tape measure anywhere in here, yo. I swear I had a tape measure in some of this stuff. Yeah. Yo, 10 years You taught yourself how to play? Damn.
Purchase
I could have swore I had a tape measure in here though. Now I gotta go. I gotta go get a tape measure. I be trying so hard not to go downstairs. Come on. Where's at least my ruler? I don't have my ruler in here. Come on, really? Oh, that's ridiculous. There has to be a ruler. Really? Fuck me, son. Holy shit.
Purchase your tracks today.
My calves gonna be so fucking diesel, son. I ain't gonna have to do no leg workouts at the gym ever. Yo. See, y'all don't even know, man. I done been up and down a couple times already before I even started streaming. Fucking Stairmaster, man. Shit. My God. It's 25.5 inches. Let me keep this phone on me so I can skip these commercials. It's 25.5 inches wide. So if I just put the brackets 2 inches in on each side,
Look at you. The power of the stock market in the palm of your hand. And you notice the details, the trends, the slight shift in the wind. So after weeks of seeing this and unloading these and restocking those and bagging that and yep, it's on aisle 4. Well, it seems like the right time to put some skin in the game. And Robinhood is right there with you. So you can buy now with no trading fees ever, without even missing your lunch break. Robinhood, welcome to the future of investing.
Bia.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Really? I left the drill bits downstairs? Really? You see why I don't like doing this shit? Yeah. Let me go grab these drill bits, yo. Jesus.
Bia.
Nice shoes. Oh, the old Pumas.
Origin. All episodes November 14th on YouTube.
Yo, why the hell I'm drilling on the wall with a fucking outlet? I swear, yo. But I'm not over the outlet, so I should be good, right? Maybe I should turn the power off. Damn, if I turn the power off, that shit gonna shut the stream off. Yeah, this is But the only way to really run power is from a stud. You have to I know this side would be okay with no problem, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing behind there. I'm pretty sure.
now see the door without going to the door.
Hey Google, I'll be right there.
That's Help at a Glance with Google Home Hub and Nest Hello Doorbell.
Yeah, I swear, if I need to go get another tool. Yo, oh my God, Trap. What is you doing, son? Yo. already ready to say.
Now start your day just by saying,
Hey Google, good morning.
Today will be sunny with a high of 50 degrees. Traffic is lighter than usual. At 8 a.m. you have carpool duty.
Okay, everybody, let's go.
that's health at a glance with Google Home Hub.
Oh shit.
Yo, what the fuck? Is that lined up straight? Nope. A little more. Right there. Yo, Eddie Leggins, what up? Socks. The Timberlands. The black, gray, and gold. Tim's. Oh. Got them trees on my feet. Oh. Oh. I got them trees on my feet. A little to the left. Now. Come on, bag. On my spray paints.
Nothing like the taste of freshly caught and prepared seafood. That's why the seafood managers at your family-owned markets pride themselves on providing the freshest dishes prepared just for you. From tuna steaks and lobsters to shrimp and scallops, we're ready to help with cooking advice and the...
Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. You know who it is. And it's time for another fresh old cringe with our good buddy Tom McDonald, aka the White Boy. White Boy! White Boy! A lot of you guys might remember that amazing and miraculous video that we kind of clowned over here for a good old time on the YouTube channel. I know
It's a nice show. That's why I like doing shows like this, because I do some terrible shows. I'm telling you, I've done this one show. I'm going to tell you the story. It's the worst show ever. Don't watch it. I ain't even say the name of the show. I'll tell you the premise of the show. Basically, I go around the world, right? I talk to Nazis, then I act surprised they don't like me. That's the show. So I did this show, right? And in the first episode, I went to America. Can I just say, American racism... I'm the best racism in the world, guys. I'm being honest. I'm a race connoisseur, and it's the best racism in the world. It's such good racism, I came back to England and was like, this is shit. We used to be the best at racism. What happened? What happened? We used to be the best. And then America just came, took it away. What's the most craziest thing we've done recently? What, Brexit? Oh yeah, we want immigrants to leave in 2 to 5 years. Unless they're qualified, then maybe they can stay. Well, in America, right? And in this episode, I went to a Ku Klux Klan bar. More fun than you think. It just is. I wouldn't... It gives you a theory of, you're alright. Anyway. So I did the show, right? And I get a phone call from the channel. Right? The channel called me up. They go, Jamali! I go, what's up? They said, you need to lock down your Facebook page. I said, why I got to lock down my Facebook? They said, you just did a TV show where you took the piss out of Nazis for an hour. You're gonna get some death threats. I'm like, me, I'm a nice guy, I shan't get any death threats. Show came out at 9 o'clock, and about 9:03, got the first death threat, right? And what they said to me, they said, Jamali, whatever you do not reply to those death threats. Or did they know I was doing Live the Apollo, so I replied to every single goddamn one. This is a conversation I had with a neo-Nazi called Clyde, right? Now, what I love most about this story is that he liked my Facebook page. That's what I love most about it. Hey, like, tell me when you're in town. Alright, this is the first message you sent, right? This is the first message, right? He goes, bro, do you know you put a target on your back, right? You stupid, bro. Best of luck. Which is a weird way to end a threat. I'm gonna get you, but have some fun with it, please. So I messaged him back saying, hey, babe. Nice to hear from ya. Coming to the States soon. Fancy a dinner date, right? Then he goes, what race are you? Probably a sand nigga.
Nah, that's what's up, yo.
I was horrified.
Gas and deep. What's good?
We're quicker, yeah? More agile. Then he goes, bro, I promise. If I ever see you in my state again, I'm putting your punk ass under. Right? And I was going, ooh, what state? I booked a trip, right? Then he's gone, Alabama. And I've gone, man, you ain't gonna believe this, right? Then he's just put in capital letters, what? What could it be? And I go, listen, I fly to LA and I stop over in Alabama. What's up? Is that cool? Can I stay at yours? Now look. Stupid, right? If I don't know the situation, he might have an Airbnb going on, do you know what I'm saying? when I travel, I live like a local. Then he surprisingly goes, no! You can't stay at mine. Oh, how mean is that? You can't stay at mine. But if you do come, I'll allow it. But only if you don't leave the airport. And I said, bloody hell, Nazi, you're being reasonable. But I said, what happens if I come and my plane gets delayed even longer and I need to stay a couple nights? What's up? Is that cool? Can I stay at your mum's? Now look. Again, that's a stupid question. But I don't know the situation. She might not be a Nazi. She might have an Airbnb situation. But he goes, no! You can't stay at my mum's. That hurt. You can't stay at my mum's. But if you do come, I'll allow it. But only if you stay in an airport hotel. And I said, bloody hell, Nazi, you're giving me solutions. But I said, what happens if I come and my plane gets delayed even longer and I lose my passport? You know they won't let me on the plane without my passport because the Jews run the planes, right? And then he goes, yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, they do. You know it, Jamani. Then what? What do? I can't live in the airport like that weird Tom Hanks movie. Help, help, help me out. Help, help, help me out. Help, help, help me out. Let me stay at yours. And he goes, for fuck's sake, okay, just come. Aha.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Live at the Apollo. How are you? Are you right? Great to see you. Nice to be here. My name is Nish Kumar. I'm about to do some comedy for you, and I'm a comedian, so it's very convenient, right? It's great to be at the Apollo, especially for me, because I'm a David Bowie fan. Like, Bowie did a lot of amazing gigs in this venue. It's very exciting for me. When I was a kid, all I wanted to be was David Bowie. I was obsessed with him, right? I really loved him so much, right? And now I'm 32 years old, and I still love Bowie's music. But I think it was really hard to beat David Bowie. I think there was a lot of scrutiny on someone like him. People like Bowie and Dylan and Hendrix, all these people that I grew up loving. There was a lot of pressure on them. I don't think I want to live under that kind of pressure or scrutiny. I've realised that the musician I want to be, drummer from Coldplay. I want to be the drummer from Coldplay so badly, because that dude is rich as shit, and no one knows who the fuck he is. No one knows who the drummer from Coldplay is. He could be here and no one would know. It could be you, it could be you, it could be you. I'm not sure it's an Indian woman, but it could be. We don't know. I'm obsessed with the idea that this guy has the best life in the world. And I was telling my friend about this, and she tried to tell me something that she was trying to portray as a bad thing. Apparently, he loves Game of Thrones, so he said to HBO, can I be in Game of Thrones? And they were like, yeah, man, you're the drummer from Coldplay, you can do literally anything you want. We'll restart The Sopranos if that's something that'll make you happy, right? He's in Game of Thrones. You can bet the time I don't watch Game of Thrones, but even I know the Red Wedding is an important episode of Game of Thrones, right? He's in the Red Wedding. Guess what he is doing in the Red Wedding? He's the drummer in the wedding band. That is the extent to which this guy's anonymity is a borderline superpower. He is in the most famous episode of one of the most popular television shows in the world, doing the thing he is famous for, and no one noticed. That is Kaiser Soze shit. And my friend was telling me that she read a supposedly embarrassing story that one of the actors told. One of the actors said that when they were shooting The Red Wedding, he was making small talk with the extras, and he got round to the drummer from Coldplay and said, "Are you a full-time extra?" And the guy was like, "No, I'm a musician." So he said to the drummer from Coldplay, "He played on anything I might have heard of?" To which the drummer from Coldplay was presumably like, "Have you heard of All Music?" Because I'm basically the drummer on All Music. And my friend tried to tell me this, like this was a sad thing. She was like, "Oh, this guy's in Coldplay, but no one knows that he's in Coldplay. Isn't that sad?" No. Because the problem with being in Coldplay is that people hate Coldplay. People hate Coldplay so much. And the people who hate Coldplay don't say things like, "Oh, it's not to my taste." They say things like this: "I hate Coldplay!" But what you mean when you say that is, "I hate Chris Martin." No one is angry with the drummer from Coldplay. No one has ever been like, "Oh, the drummer from Coldplay! And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, "Nick, why are you so obsessed with the drummer from Coldplay? There's 2 other people in that band. We don't know anything about them either." And you know what? You're right. There's a guitar player and a bassist in Coldplay. I wouldn't know them even if they were here. I assume it's YouTube, but only because it's sat next to her and I spoke to her already. That's all I've got to go on. They have the exact same life as the drummer. So I did a bit of research into this. Turns out Coldplay are one of those bands where they split the royalties equally. So they have the exact same life as the drummer, apart from one detail. They have the exact same life as the drummer. They have the same level of wealth, access, and anonymity.
Yeah. Alright, you got that one. Oh, damn. Oh, man. That's a good one. If you're guilty, you will praise.
It's really great to be here because it's an amazing venue. It's also very close to my house. Oh my god. I'm from West London. I live in Shepherd's Bush. I've not lived there for very long, and I really like it, right? It's really nice. And when I first moved there, the estate agent that I rent my flat from said,
Strawberry banana?
"It's a great time for you to move to Shepherd's Bush."
He's the drummer from Coldplay. And I have watched every episode of Game of Thrones, and I did not know that that was the drummer from Coldplay.
What's going on here?
No time to explain. Go.
Yeah, you know what? I read one of the craziest fucking arguments someone said, one of flat earth proponents said about it. This is going around here. Forgive me if you've heard this. The idea that a ship doesn't really disappear over the horizon, but you can always zoom in on it if you just have enough of a powerful lens in your camera. So they think that that in some way is proof that the earth is flat. Just proof of how far you can see. That's all it is. You don't understand. Like, the curve of the earth, it takes forever. It's fucking huge. Like, I get what people are doing. Like, how come if you zoom out, you can see it? Well, you can't forever. That's why you can't see Mount Kilimanjaro from your fucking living room in Santa Monica. Right. Dipshit. Right. All right? Like, there's a curve to it. It just takes a long-ass time. And you can't see the boat long before it goes over the curve. Because unless you're talking about a giant-ass boat, and even a giant-ass boat at 30 miles away, which is where you still be able to see some of it, that's too far for your eyes. So if you zoom in with some sort of a crazy spotting scope or something like that, yeah, you'll be able to see it for a little while, and then in another couple hours it'll be gone. It's gonna go over the top. Like, they want it to be real so bad. They want it to be real so bad that they come up with these things that aren't true as examples why the Earth is flat. And the big one was, yeah, there's how come every photo of the Earth from space is a composite? He didn't even bother to look into it, because that's not true. If there's a fucking satellite that takes a high-resolution photo of the Earth, something like every 10 minutes. It's the Himawari 8. It's a Japanese satellite. You can go online. You can look at the pictures. It shows where every fucking storm cloud is all over the country in real time. So if there's a storm that's hitting Cuba, you go to that, you look at that image from that day where the storm is, you'll see the fucking storm. Like, it's all real. If you don't believe that's real, you believe that someone is so good at hiding shit that they've kept all the images of the flat Earth from ever being published, that no one has been able to, in the history of people, has been able to travel past the ice wall into the nether region of hobbits and gnomes and pixie elves.
It's just mental health, you know. We have a huge problem.
It's lack of education. It's lack of education, and then it's also being committed.
I know, right? Yo, the room look it is like way bigger, yo. I'd say it's at least 1.5 times
when you
as
believe
big.
an idea so much that you don't, and I've been guilty of this, and I think everybody has. At one point in your life, you've been guilty of not really looking at it for what it is, but instead
Like
looking
that
at it
little
for what you
look
want it to
right
be
there.
and for what you've already
That shit is-
committed yourself to believing it. That's a big part of the problem. A big part of the problem with people is you commit yourself to believing in something. And then when you commit yourself to believing in something, anything that's contrary to that
This is a
belief
pretty
gets
this is a
fought
pretty big room, yo.
viciously. You shut it down, you interrupt by all means necessary, you mock
And
it.
now I
you
still
deride
need
it.
one
You
more
don't
tool.
Examine it objectively. You don't look at it objectively. You just look for a way to shoot it down. Look for a way to shit on it. Look
Exactly.
for a way, if it ain't, fall back on the government lies all the time.
Got my table almost organized.
But at the end of the day,
I just hung the
if
cabinet.
you look at it, like, well, okay, what's the most likely thing? The most likely thing is it's
Got the
round.
cabinet hung.
They figured it out. They know
Got
it's
that
round.
stocked
You can see
up.
it from space. They've taken pictures of it. People have asked.
I'm gonna try to hang this light. I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go grab the step ladder real quick.
They've been seen. They've gone into space. Okay, they've taken pictures. This is all real. There's satellites. They're real. If you get satellite radio, it's real. Okay, it's really from a satellite. When you get DirecTV, it's real. It's in space. It's orbiting the fucking Earth. There's flight patterns that are carefully calculated that are going around the Earth. Everybody would have to be lying. Do you understand how crazy it is? I'm with you on a lot of conspiracies. I'm with you on Operation Northwoods. I'm with you on the Gulf of Tonkin. Shit, you get me high enough, I'll go Area 51 on you. I'll go Bob Lazar. I'll go deep on some who the fuck knows wacky shit. Until you get to the Earth being flat, and that's when I go, you're just chasing your tail. Fucking tail. Angry little pricks calling me a shill.
They're just
shit. You got your
trolls.
round earth shill shirt on.
Oh.
What a perfect advertising shot. YoungJamie.com. YoungJamie.com. Get yourself a round earth shill t-shirt, folks. I have one. I wear it all the
Shipping by
time.
Christmas.
And they're very soft cotton. Feels wonderful in the skin.
Yeah, I think it's almost like a troll. What do
It's
you think?
not, man. I'm telling you, I used to think that too. It started out as a troll. This is what I think happened. I think it became an exercise in psychology. From what I've understood, and I might be wrong, but from what little I've done poking around about this, it seems like this might have started on 4chan. It started as a joke. That there's always been a certain percentage of people that believe that the world is flat. There's always a certain percentage. Just like there's a certain percentage of Moonies, there's a certain percentage of people that, you know, are Satan worshippers. People just, there's wacky beliefs. And people get attached to these wacky beliefs, and they fucking cling to them, and this, and whatever it is, whatever the belief is. There's a certain percentage of people that have always thought the Earth was flat. But then, what I read was that someone on 4chan started trolling, And that by trolling and trying to post this fake evidence about the world being flat, a bunch of people bought it, ran with it. And not only did they run with it, they started to ramp it up and add things to it, and flat earth theory became a thing. And these people all decided...
Yeah, I'm wind up painting the whole room black, yo.
There is some Illuminati, some group of Jews, it's always Jews, that are spreading all the information. That somehow or another they talk all the map makers, all the people that work in commercial shipping, all the people that are flying airplanes, all the people that are making satellites, anyone in aerospace, all these fucking people, all these people are all together and they're all lying. Okay, and I am lying too. Or maybe, just listen to this, maybe you're chasing your fucking tail and you're confusing the shit out of some people that are dumber than you because of your inability to look at what it is versus what you want it to be. I'm not right about everything. Don't get me wrong. Oh, Rogan, you're fucking... I'm right about this. There's no fucking reason why someone would lie about the shape of the planet. There's no benefit in it. There's no reason why anybody would conceal that information. There's no benefit. Found out the Earth was flat. They would be fucking singing it from the rooftops. Any real scientist. Any real person who's been in the space station, any real person who's flying the space shuttle, they're real. I know them. Oh, you don't know them. I've met them. I had that Chris Conrad guy. Is that his name? Chris Hatfield. Forget his fucking name. Chris Hatfield. He was wonderful. He was in space for a long time. He was talking about the effects of it when he came down and how bad it fucked up his body. That was a fascinating podcast. I remember I think I got like 40 minutes with him, and then he had to go. It's like one of those quick little things, and he was amazing. You're talking to a guy that's been circling the fucking planet in a metal box. No, that's not real. It's real. No, it is real. It's why your phone works. Understand this? The people, this is what's ironic. The people that are doubting the highest mind and the most competent technological innovators in the world, like the most competent people are the people that are involved in like
I lost my marks already.
Airplane construction, jet construction, cell phones, computers. Those are the people that are at the top of the fucking heap. And these apes that are using these devices to say that the world is flat, you're doing what a massive disservice you're doing to the very minds that have created the thing that you're using to complain. This idea that someone's hiding the information from all the people because they don't want you to know that the world is like your phone, man. I get it. I want to believe Bigfoot's real. I get it. I want to believe. If you show me some fucking half-assed Bigfoot shit, I'll watch it 3-4 times in a row. I'll go one day, maybe, you never know. They're not like the world, we're never racing. You know, somewhere deep in the Congo. I wouldn't be surprised. I want to believe, but I'm also objective. Both. I don't believe the Earth is flat. I'm super sorry, but it appears to be round as fuck, just like every other planet we've ever looked at. All of them. Imagine how crazy it'd be if Earth was flat. Well, here's the problem with this idea.
I keep losing the holes.
A lot of the people behind this idea believe that it was created by God, like on a pizza tray. Like that this is part of a religious belief, was that God made this flat Earth in the cosmos, and it's all about us. This is part of it. This is connected to your group. No, I'm fucking dumb, okay? I have to know the world's round. Crazy assholes.
Really? My fucking battery's dying? Yo, I cannot win. No. Mr. Bob Ross himself, the most famous painter of all times.
Prussian blue.
Look at his studio.
Little phthalo blue, it doesn't matter. We'll just throw it on there. Crimson too. What the heck? Be brave. Be brave. Oh, a little satin green in there too. Let's get it close enough. We should begin seeing some color. Right. Don't want it totally dark yet. There. Perfect.
Look what color is Bob Ross studio?
Fan brush. We use a fan brush.
Yeah.
Both sides. More details. Exactly.
Black. He in a complete blacked out room. All the walls, the ceiling, you can't really see the floor. But he's standing in a black room, yo.
That'll help create that illusion.
Any professional artist you look at, they're in the black room. Not a white room. White bounces light too much. And that's how I always have a problem with glare. So what you want to do is have as least amount of light bouncing around and hitting your canvas. You only want one direct light source, which is from your lights, and not the light that's ricocheting from off the shine of the walls and putting glare on your canvas. So the best way to do that is to be in a black room. And the black absorbs all the extra and excess light and stops so much glare and shine from coming up on your canvas.
Take a little white and lift upward. And it'll make little areas back here that looks like a whole different plane, and the white will end up looking like leaves.
Where I store
Here's a different artist.
paintings,
Look
not
at his
all of my
studio.
paintings,
All of his walls.
the most recent ones.
Everything is
This is
black.
a rack that I picked at a hardware store. I removed all the shelves that were here.
If you look at this artist,
Episode number 18.
look at his studio.
I thought I'd show you guys my
He's in
setup when I
a
paint.
black room.
We've had some questions about that, and I thought I'd just show you exactly how I set everything up when I'm painting. And this is
Yeah.
actually something that's very important. It will make a big difference in the quality of your work.
Even his
I didn't
floor
always
is
paint
black.
Like this. It's kind of something that I evolved into, but I've really found that this setup makes all the difference. And if you have everything in easy reach and all around you, it just makes it easier to work. Not only easier, but you actually paint better. And so let me just start. On my right here, I've got a little work table, and I've got my Geneva brush holder on it, which are now available, by the way, for sale. And underneath the brushes, I've got some brush dip, some paint, all my paint tubes.
Yeah, but any professional studio setup for painting is in a black room. So I'm not gonna Oh yes. Well, this is it's actually a continuation. So I already started this one before bringing it here. So it will be the first one to be completed in the new studio, but it won't be the first one that's started here. So it's kind of yeah and no. But yeah, that's gonna be my next big project is just getting some flat black paint and running through here and painting everything black, even the ceiling. Painting the window sills and get some really deep dark curtains to hang up and just paint everything black. Now I gotta go. Let me go swap out these batteries, man.
Thank you, ladies. Consider extraordinary. Still lost civilization, lurking as yet undetected somewhere far back in remotest prehistory. Myths of a former golden age brought to an end by an immense global cataclysm be true. So, provides the archetype of the story of Atlantis, for which he's the earliest surviving source. He describes Atlantis as having advanced architecture, advanced agriculture, advanced shipbuilding technology, and seafaring skills. advanced social and political organization. It's beautiful in its culture. Time became arrogant, cruel, and materialistic. A ringing phrase that should remind us of the behavior of advanced technological societies today tells us that it ceased to carry its prosperity. Punishment for this hubris, the universe slapped Atlantis down. In a single dreadful day and night of fire, earthquakes, and flood, it was swallowed up by the sea and vanished. Mankind had to begin again. No memory of what went before. Historians and archaeologists is that Plato made the whole story up. Anyone who takes Atlantis seriously can expect to be accused of archaeological fantasy or worse, of fraud. Archaeologists have worked out timelines to construct what I call the House of History. These timelines, slow, steady, evolutionary progress, to argue that there's no room in our time for advanced prehistoric civilization like Atlantis, or for a capitalism big enough to ignite the planet. New science, not yet taken into account by historians and archaeologists, should give us pause for thought. See, there's now...
I start on the 8th. 8th of January will be my first day of orientation. And then on the 11th, I have a seminar to go to on... it's a seminar on how to deal with children who have had like difficult childhoods or who have been abused or in foster care and things like that. So I get that popping the first part of January, and I actually got a proposition for another art instruction job. It's the same facility where we had the Kwanzaa Festival. It's a new wave dance studio, but they do more than just dance. They also have science programs and art programs, and they were interested in my art. And so the owner of the facility called me and asked if I wanted to do some art instructions on a part-time basis. I said, hell yeah. So that's in the works. I'm probably gonna call her Monday and get that squared away. Oh, thanks guys. So yeah, your boy is about to officially be an art teacher, son. You know what I'm saying?
Growing recognition that an extinction-level global cataclysm unfolded very recently, right in the foundations of the House of History, between 12,800 and 11,600 years ago. Could this newly discovered cataclysm be connected in some way to the cataclysm of earthquake, flood, and fire that Plato tells us destroyed Atlantis? Cosmic events shake and reshape the world and allow new stories to emerge. 65 million years ago, dinosaurs were wiped out in a global cataclysm. If their line survives at all today, it may be in chickens and other birds, but at the same time, shrew-like creatures, the ancestor of the mammalian line, was sulking in the primeval forest, going nowhere. Once the dinosaurs were cleared out of the way, however, that shrew began to evolve. And 65 million years later, here we are, the new rulers of the world. At risk of oversimplification, what happened 65 million years ago was so huge that it turned dinosaurs into chickens and shrews into human beings. It's now universally agreed that the cataclysm was caused by a 6-mile wide chunk of rock from outer space, hitting the Earth at about 70,000 miles away. So divided on whether the culprit was an asteroid or comet, but whether asteroid or comet left a distinct fingerprint in the Earth. Ash and soot, marking the KT boundary, the Cretaceous-Tertiary boundary, that is filled with iridium, carbon microspherules, nanodiamonds, melt glass similar to hematite, and other minerals subjected to huge temperatures in excess of 2,200 degrees centigrade, the boiling point of quartz, across enormous areas of the Earth's surface. These are the characteristic chemical signatures of a colossal cosmic impact. Nothing else can account for them. They're referred to as impact proxies. Ter-Alvarez were the father-son team who revealed the true nature of the KT event. For decades, they were subjected to quite vicious attacks from other scientists who refused to accept the evidence of the impact proxies. The crater left by the impact was found deeply buried beneath the Gulf of Mexico. Did the criticism cease? The Alvarez case for a cosmic impact and related extinction 65 million years ago is now regarded as confirmed. In mind, while I introduce you to the work of another group of highly credentialed scientists, there are more than 30 members of their team. Their leading lights shown in this slide include Jim Kennett, Alan West, Richard Firestone, James Whittaker, and Albert Goodyear. Joined forces to investigate a mystery of the closing millennia of the last ice age. The last glacial maximum, if you look at the chart, was reached 21,000 years ago. After that, temperatures began to warm. But then suddenly, with ice sheets still 2 kilometers deep on top of North America and Northern Europe, there was a striking and dramatic plunge in temperatures, a short, sharp deep freeze that lasted from roughly 12,800 to 11,600 years ago. This period of extreme and anomalous cold is known to geologists as the Younger Dryas. The mystery is what caused it. It turns out that precisely at the Younger Dryas boundary, there's a layer of ash and soot in the soil, referred to as the black mass, distributed across a vast area of the Earth's surface and filled with abundances of the same impact proxies that bear witness to the KT event. Unlike the KT event, however, the Younger Dryas cataclysm is astonishingly recent, just 12,800 years ago. Initially, the team put the event at 12,900 years ago, but with subsequent research, that date has been refined down to 12,800 years ago. First paper, published by the Younger Dryas Impact team. It appeared in PNAS, the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, in October 2007. The headline speaks for itself. Evidence for extraterrestrial impact 12,900 years ago that contributed to megafaunal extinctions and the Younger Dryas cooling. I'll show you a few more of the team's papers, just to make the point that this is mainstream, peer-reviewed science we're dealing with here, not the lunatic fringe. PNAS 2009, shock-synthesized hexagonal diamonds in Younger Dryas boundary sediments. Very high temperature impact melt products as evidence for cosmic airbursts and impacts 12,900 years ago. Evidence from Mexico. Evidence from the Greenland ice cores. Evidence for deposition of 10 million tons of impact spherules across 4 continents 12,800 years ago. Journal of Geology, 5th of September 2014. Nanodiamond-rich layer across 3 continents consistent with major cosmic impact 12,800 years ago. Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, July 2015. The evidence presented in this paper rules out any possibility that the impact proxies in the Younger Dryas layer were laid down gradually, say over periods of hundreds of years. The Bayesian chronological analysis shows that the cataclysm was unleashed synchronously, in a geological instant, effectively, a single dreadful day and night. Moreover, the evidence tracks the fingerprint of the cataclysm across more than 50 million square kilometers of the Earth's surface. Multiple bolides, thought to be fragments from a giant disintegrating comet, came in on a trajectory from northwest to southeast. 3 impacts were on the North American ice cap, then still more than 2 kilometers deep. There were further impacts on the Northern European ice cap, and the furthest east evidence for the impacts has so far been traced is Syria. Primary impacts were on the North American ice cap. It's been difficult to find craters, since the craters were transient, excavated in 2-kilometer deep ice that has subsequently melted away. The abundant evidence of the impact proxies, the absence of craters has exposed the team to the same kind of attacks that Lewis and Walter Alvarez suffered. In the last couple of years, however, craters have been identified in areas beyond the edge of the former ice cap, or where the ice cap was thin. These craters are the final pieces of the puzzle that should settle the debate. 12,800 years ago, multiple fragments of a giant disintegrating comet hit the Earth, with the epicenter of the cataclysm on the North American ice cap.
I just need to get that
Why did
plug.
the impacts
I didn't get that
12,800 years ago cause
that
the
plug
worldwide
yet.
plunge in temperatures witnessed at the beginning of the Younger Dryas? The best explanation is that floods of icy meltwater released by the heat and kinetic energy of the impacts flowed off the North American ice cap and into the Atlantic Ocean, where they interrupted the Gulf Stream, a key element of the central heating system of our planet, hence the sudden and dramatic cooling. Why did the Younger Dryas end equally suddenly 11,600 years ago with a dramatic rise in temperatures? As long ago as the 1980s, the British astrophysicist Sir Fred Hoyle
giving out
became
that stuff.
intrigued by the sudden temperature rise at the end of the Younger Dryas. He proposed a comet impact in an ocean as the agency, producing not only tidal waves, but also sending a vast cloud of water vapor into the upper atmosphere where it shrouded the Earth, creating a greenhouse effect large enough to account for the dramatic warming. It's possible that further fragments from the debris stream of the same disintegrated comet that hit the Earth 12,800 years ago were involved in the events of 11,600 years ago as well. Astronomers calculate that this comet originally entered the inner solar system about 20,000 years ago and began to break up into multiple fragments. These spread out along the course of its orbit to form a chorus of little debris that crosses the orbit of the Earth and has interacted catastrophically with human history on more than one occasion in the past 13,000 years. Science on what caused the end of the Younger Dryas 11,600 years ago is not as complete as the science on the beginning of the Younger Dryas. Whatever the agency, however, the facts on the ground are not in dispute. The Younger Dryas did end abruptly 11,600 years ago. Global temperatures soared and the remnant ice caps very rapidly collapsed into the sea, causing a dramatic pulse of sea level rise, nominated by geologists as Meltwater Pulse 1b. The coincidence that 11,600 years ago, the date of Meltwater Pulse 1b, is also the date that Plato gives for the destruction and submergence of Atlantis. Let's double check Plato's date. The story he tells us was passed down to him through his family line from his ancestor, the famous Greek lawmaker Solon, who visited Egypt around 600 BC, and there claimed to have been told the story of Atlantis by priests in the Temple of Neith at Sais in the Delta. Solon asked the priests when the disaster occurred, and they replied matter-of-factly 9,000 years ago. Remember that this was in 600 BC, and of course 9,000 years ago in 600 BC is 9,600 BC in our calendar, in other words 11,600 years ago, the precise date that modern geological science puts on Meltwater Pulse 1b and a sudden global rise in sea level. If Plato made the whole thing up, as historians tell us, then he was astonishingly on the money with 21st century science linking a global flood cataclysm to the date of 11,600 years ago. And something else, the same precise date is now being cited by archaeologists as a highly significant one, the date at which the invention of both megalithic architecture and agriculture occurred apparently for the first time in the world.
What the hell?
Loves you more than anyone else? Credit card companies. Need to buy something? Credit card companies are right there for you. Whatever you want, with a bunch of rewards and points and perks bundled in, free of charge. You know why they love you so much? Because they know you're going to...
There was so much drama and intrigue in our last body language conversation that a follow-up video is in order. This story would not be complete without digging deeper into their shocked facial expressions, into why they got caught flat-footed in this ring of combat. Think Catch-22 as we go further down this rabbit hole. You see, after further evaluation, it became clear to me that the actors in this drama are not the brightest stars in the sky. Quite frankly, I think their light bulbs are burned out. So my conclusion is, and it always has been for that matter, is that we are watching a Catch-22 play out. And that will be the focus of today's conversation. As you know, we use poker as a metaphor in our last video to help us understand the players/actors. Game theory is a must in understanding the Machiavellian ways of the powers that lurk in the shadows. But what if the game...
So only certain members or certain people who attended the funeral got these white envelopes? Yo, Creation, what's up, yo?
is unwinnable. If the actors are in a Catch-22 theater play, what would their faces look like? That is what I will title this video. The name of this video will be Body Language of Actors Caught in the Catch-22 Web. Clinton Bush Mysterious Envelope. And that's been all the rage on the internet. People speculating what was in the envelope and why did only a few get the envelope. I think Hillary Clinton got one, Biden got one, Al Gore, and even VP Pence got one. And then later on, Jeb Bush was horrified when...
Nah, so Art in the Dark brought this up, yo. At Bush Senior's funeral, George Herbert Walker Bush. So everybody has the fucking obituary and itinerary for the day and how, you know, the order in which the funeral is supposed to proceed. And some people open up their funeral packet and there's these white envelopes in it. And so some people are caught on camera, like, reading these envelopes. Michelle peeks at hers and she tucks that shit back away, and Clinton does the same thing. Hillary, she looks at hers, she pulls hers all the way out, she reads the whole thing and she gives a little funny look and tucks it away. And it's like, so what the fuck was written on these letters? All of them are listed.
Laura Bush showed him something. That's why we have to dig further. What are these clowns up to? What were they shocked to see? Well, like I said, I'm telling you that their house of cards is falling down, and they are in a situation where they don't know what to do. And why is that? It's because they've always had advisors and lobbyists telling them what to do and what to say. And think about who was the leader of their new world order. Old man Bush was the leader. one of the big honchos in this New World Order. Think about it. Back when John F. Kennedy was taken out, that's when they had a complete and utter clamp on power. And Bush was in the CIA, and here he is. They're putting him in the ground, and all the actors are in shock. Look at the shock here. This is the telling part. We'll look at this. Look at Jeb Bush when he showed something. At this point, he looks pretty content. He looks pretty content. He even has a slight smile on his face. And then he has shown this, whatever that was, and the shock. Look at Laura Bush. Not only Jeb Bush, people may be missing that the air was taken out of Laura Bush's lungs. I mean, look at Laura Bush here. Look at her. Gasping for air. The air was knocked out of her. I don't know what they saw, but many people were intrigued, interested, and that's why we're talking about this. What was in the envelope? Why was Jeb Bush so shocked? And is it a coincidence that when all this was going down, there's an investigation on the Foundation? Some whistleblowers have come out. About the same time as this funeral was going on, whistleblowers were coming out with like 6,000 pages documents using the Clinton Foundation. And if the Clinton Foundation goes down, a whole lot of people are going to go down. I'm here to tell you that yes, this house of cards is falling in a catch-22 position. It doesn't matter what they do. And they have to think about, are we going to fight or are we going to flee? I say the only thing they can really do, the smart ones will flee. All the ones who were involved in this Ponzi scheme. And I have to leave Donald Trump out of this Ponzi scheme because, quite frankly, when the housing bubble was being built up, and after the housing bubble bust, and then they gave all that money to the banks, and then the banks manipulated the interest rates to zero, Donald Trump was not involved in any of that. So even though I got to leave Donald Trump out of the Ponzi scheme, because he was not a career politician. Matter of fact, that's why Donald Trump got elected, because he was not a career politician. People seem to keep on missing this. Donald Trump knocked out every career politician like dominoes. Not because Donald Trump was smarter than them. It's because Donald Trump was the only non-career politician in the bunch, and Americans are getting sick and tired of these career politicians who have put us in this situation. We are literally in a catch-22 position, and I'm here to tell you that the body language, this is not really a body language video, this is a commentary on why they're so shocked. What's the envelope about? What is this coded message telling them? And we really don't need to be body language experts to look at these people and say they're shocked. They don't know what the hell's going on. They don't know what to do, fight or flight. And what they're going to, you know what they're going to do? They're going to go back and talk to their advisors and the lobbyists. But the problem is, the bankers and the lobbyists also know that they're in an unwinnable situation. So this is going to be a very interesting 2 years coming up to the next election. But one last thing on Donald Trump before we go down that rabbit hole, and we are going down the rabbit hole today, trust me, be patient. But Donald Trump, like I said, he was not there when they were building up the house of cards in the swamp in Washington, D.C., the Beltway. When they were putting this Ponzi scheme together, Donald Trump was not one of the engineers. But he's there now, and he's not stupid. And Donald Trump knows that if they keep on raising the interest rates, everything's going to fall down that much quicker. And like Donald Trump, like them, he doesn't want to be in the Oval Office. He does not want to be in Washington, D.C. when the whole house of cards comes falling down. So in that respect, he's not stupid. He's like them. Understand that the Federal Reserve is holding all cards. The banking cartel is the dealer. And as you know, they've been manipulating the deck for a long time, manipulating the interest rates down. Like I say, we're at a rigged poker game. But today, like I said, we're not going to be going into body language, or we're not going to go into the poker metaphor. We're going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm going to tell you.
For the past 2 weeks or so, I have been contemplating the funeral of H.W. Bush. On YouTube and elsewhere, there are conversations about the interaction and interplay of the main characters. And let me share with you what I see in both of these pieces, which I find to be absolutely fascinating.
I don't know if you guys can see it. Right here's Kelly himself watching.
Vice President Mike Pence.
Stress smiles. We see positive movement from, I'm assuming that's Pence's wife. She looks like it anyways. Obama's so bored. I guess Bill isn't that interesting of a conversation. Obama's done. The arms, the fake smiles, stress in the forehead. He's done. Michelle's doing really good. Unfortunate for her, though, she has resting bitch face. Pence and his wife came over to greet Hillary Clinton. She's stressed. This is not real affection. Just respectful greetings. The head held high, looking to the side. She's probably watching where they sat. You're stressed, so she's suspicious of him coming and saying hi to her at all. And because she's become uncomfortable, now she's digging through papers. And that suspicion starts to eat at your brain. And of course, as you know from the past, when this starts to happen to those emperors, they start to do things that are characterized as unstable.
I have never seen this on Hillary Clinton before. The left side of her lip tucks down and tightens like this. I've never seen that before. It is a girding, a gritty girding, a sense of being out of control that one hardly ever sees about her. Bill seems to be oblivious to a lot of it. Joe Biden and his wife look shocked. I mean, they look like somebody has just died in a car accident or something. It is profound.
Trump, First Lady Melania Trump.
Yo, that's Firewall 0 Hour. It's a VR game. Firewall 0 Hour. And what I'm listening to is they're talking about these weird letters that some people at Bush's funeral received. Yeah, so there's a few people who received letters in their packets at Bush's funeral, and when they opened them and kind of read them, everybody seemed kind of shocked. And yeah, I seen a couple people play that Creed, yo. But it's getting better. Like I had VR day one. I pre-ordered it and had it day one, so the games that came out with it were really sketchy. They were fun, but it's like, is this it? And then I got Resident Evil Biohazard, and that game utilizes the full potential of the VR. It looks so good. It plays so well. The graphics, the sound, the music, the immersion, the gameplay, the controls. It's so good to play that game in VR. It's so nice. And then a little while after that, they someone told me about 0 Hour, and it was like they finally got the shooting mechanisms down. And this is a year and a half, almost 2 years after the launch of the VR headset. And so the developers had some time to play with it. And it's basically Rainbow Six Siege VR is what it is. And it's small maps, it's quick rounds. There's if you're downed, you're down. Now you can go down and get revived, but if you're down and bled out, you're down for the rest of the match. And it's fun and it is intense, and it will spoil you because you can have the aim controller and point and look left and right just like real life, and you can look around the corners and you can peek around the corners. And if you like playing shooters after you play VR and you go back to playing a 2D shooter, and your whole avatar has to turn for you to do this. And that's why everybody wants to speed up their movements on the controller so much, because you realize your avatar is doing this. But in VR, you can do this. And it's like, it's that next level shit, son. It's like, I'm in this fucking room, son. It's a gun. It looks weird. It doesn't. It's shaped very similar to a gun, but it doesn't really look like a gun. But it splits the controller in half, and it takes the right half of the controller and puts it at the back, and takes the left half of the controller and puts it at the front. So when you grip it, it's all the same feel of a regular PlayStation controller, but it's like this now. And so you have a trigger and you're shooting and you're moving your man, and you can look left and right with your man like this. And I mean, it's fun. It is really good, yo. Yeah, if you walk too close to the wall, you like click, like, oh shit. And enemies can hear that too, yo. And what I say is this is the first mass production VR that really works. You know what I'm saying? There's the Vive and the that is the HTC Vive, and the Oculus Rift, and the PSVR. And so there are people who are playing with the technology, and this is just generation 1. We're already on the PS4, you know what I'm saying? And the PS4 is roughly at the end of its lifespan, you know, and so in the next 2 years, developers and they're going to put out another console on this platform. So we'll be on the PS5. So by the time we get to the VR 3 or VR 4, I can just imagine the immersion, the higher quality lens resolutions, sound immersion, even being more connected with. They already have like the suits, the pressure suits you can wear, and pressure gloves and things like that. So it's only going to get better. The headsets are going to get smaller. I think the next thing that they're going to attempt to do is wireless, and you can see that in the earlier consoles. Our controllers were wired, and you had to plug your controller into the console itself to function, and then it became wireless. And now the VR is bulky. It's not really heavy, but it's somewhat bulky, and it's tethered with a wire. So like I say, VR2 just work on the field of depth and the perception of field of depth, lighten the headgear some, and find a way to chop that wire off and make it wireless, and it'll be even more appealing. And it's just gonna grow. The trend is just gonna grow, yo. Yeah, the move system is good, yo. And it's cheaper now. Like I say, I ordered mine day one. My shit was like $5 something when they first hit the market, and then my homie said he caught his on his sale for like $300 or $299 now. So, you know what I'm saying? It's $200 cheaper than when they first came out. And there is a pretty good selection of games right now. There is all kind of VR games, and there's even free VR games. But like the ones that really give you that real immersion, they are coming. They're right around the corner, right over the horizon. And if you play Resident Evil in VR, and if you play Firewall 0 Hour, you'll be able to see like the potential of where this is going, yo. It's gonna be it's gonna be the next thing, yo. And then it's gonna be to the point where VR is just like this, you know what I'm saying? VR. Or not even VR anymore. It's gonna be augmented reality. You know what I'm saying? So now it's VR in real life. So you put your glasses on and you get your gloves on so you can feel pressure on your hands. And now when you look at your hands, you got a fucking gun in your hand. Take your glasses off, there's nothing there. Put your glasses on, it's a gun in your hand. And now you and your homies just running around wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? Augmented reality. And then that's gonna be dope with GPS and shit. Well, I don't know. That's like some technology that's on the cusp might not even make it with, because certain other technologies are gonna come around. But I saw some shit talking about like a heads-up display that was augmented reality. So when you're driving and you're trying to tell Google to get you where to go, it's actually like you can see the map. Like you look through your windshield and there's an extra screen and you can see the map on the road in front of you, and it's crazy. And then like as you drive by businesses, like the signs and logos actually pop up and tell you. I was like, wow, that's a cool concept. But at the same time, vehicles, we're right on the verge of self-driving vehicles. So who the fuck is gonna need GPS and maps when the car is just gonna take you wherever the hell you need to go anyway? Hot Pocket. Alright, so made a little bit more progress in the studio today. I think I'm gonna go grab me a lunch, an early lunch, because I do have a little bit of work to do, and I might have to go back to the old house. There's one large piece of furniture that's left in there that we're gonna have to get. It's like it's a knick-knack cabinet, a curio cabinet, and so it's really big. It won't fit in my vehicle, but my girlfriend's brother's gonna stop by today so we can grab that. And like I said, I'm still working on the bathroom on the first floor, so I need to finish doing the tub and have that tub drying so I can get to the towel, do the towel work at least by next weekend, and have that bathroom all done. And I'm gonna change out the toilet itself. Isn't that bad. It's in pretty good condition, but the floater and like all the guts inside the tank, I'll probably just change that out, because every once in a while you won't get a flush. You know what I'm saying? It'll flush, and then every once in a while it just, and I think it's just that floater gets stuck sometimes. So change that out, finish the tub up, let that dry, and do some towel work. I'm even gonna tile the ceiling in the tub. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tile all 3 walls and the ceiling. The floor is done. I already put a new sink in there. It's already painted. And then that'll be all the tile work and painting for a while, until I come up here to the 3rd floor, and I don't know exactly when, but I'll be painting this room soon. But it's like I said, this will be an easier job because everything is gonna go black. I'm not too concerned about anything in here. Like this is all paint stuff, so a little bit of paint splatters here and there won't hurt anything. I will try to cover up as much as I can and be as neat as possible, but like I say, for the most part, I'm just running through this shit, paint the ceiling, everything black. that'll be something else. I'll stream that too. But yeah, guys, there's still just like a little few things that need to be done so that I can be comfortable and settled in. And hopefully next week or sometime I'll be right back on the normal schedule. Damn right, you know what I'm saying? Like all you gotta do is get the little kit and it's all the new pieces. Just take all the guts out, throw that shit away, put all the new guts in there, and get a good flush every time. That's all. Now the bathroom on the second floor, I put a completely new toilet in there, and it's the elongated bowl, the deep bowl. Then I changed the lid out, and I got the no slam lid. So no matter how hard you push it, the lid just still comes down real slow, so it doesn't bang bang. I hate fucking toilet lids that bang like that. I put one of those lids on the toilet downstairs too, so it does have the no slam lid on it. All right, just a little bit more work, guys. Let me go grab something to eat, get some of this work done, and try to be a little bit more productive today. Hope you guys do the same thing. Yo, thanks for chilling with me. Peace till next time. I can't find the controller. Exactly. All right, guys.